Morning, everybody. So this morning I have an interlocution from Our Lady, and this morning it's about prayer and action. My children, prayer nourishes your souls, just as food nourishes your bodies. But it is not enough to just pray. My children, you must strive to live holy lives too, or otherwise your prayers will be in vain. Consider a man who eats very healthily, but then abuses his body with drinking and drugs. What good will it be to him to eat healthily if he destroys it all later? It is similar with prayer. What good is it to pray much and then afterwards to live a lifestyle of sin? What can God do with such a soul? Can God bless sin? Certainly not, which is why you must learn to obey the laws of God in the same way as you obey the laws of nature. You must do everything you can to live holy lives in every area, while trusting in God's mercy for your shortcomings, as you strive daily to improve. Then, and only then, will you have the life in abundance that Jesus speaks of in the Gospel. Well, a very practical message today from Our Lady. She doesn't slur her words, or she doesn't run about. She basically says it as it is. And a very good example with food. She's saying, what's the point in having a lovely lifestyle, a lovely diet, and then afterwards and going on drugs and drink and ruining it all? Or what's the point, for example, in going to the gym and trying to be fit and then afterwards stuffing your face with McDonald's every single day afterwards? It's no good. And so by the same token, she's saying, what's the point in praying for doing rosaries and masses and confessions and all these type of things? But if afterwards we're not making an effort to change our lives, if we're just indulging without even trying in many, many worldly things, it's just not going to work. And sometimes we see that, for example, people can be praying for all sorts of stuff, for all sorts of things that are totally not the will of God. People can be praying for more success in their worldly businesses. They can be praying for more houses, more cars, more jobs, more this, more that, more the other. And as Our Lady puts it, can God bless sin? Is God supposed to come along and just bless your lifestyle? You choose what's good for you and God will bless it? No. God is the God that knows what's good for us, and He wants to convert our hearts, and then He wants to show us. And then we're on His way. He will bless that, because that is what He likes. That is what He wants. And so Our Lady is calling us very seriously to converting our lifestyles, to look at our lifestyles, our actions, and so to have lives that are basically in balance and coherence with our prayers. In the exact same way as if we were eating healthily and doing sports and stuff like that, well, then to have a whole healthy lifestyle, not just to have a healthy half and an unhealthy half. But at the same time, in her motherly way, she's aware that we can only do our best and that we have shortcomings. And so she says in a very beautiful motherly way, she says, you must do everything you can to live holy lives in every area, while trusting in God's mercy for your shortcomings as you strive daily to improve. So she's not saying just trust in God's mercy for your shortcomings, don't bother trying to improve, God understands it'll all be fine. She's not saying that. She's saying trust in God's mercy for your shortcomings as you strive daily to improve. In other words, even if you do your absolute best to be holy in all the different areas of your lives, you still will fall down at times, you still will have shortcomings, and that's where we have to trust in God's mercy. So we have to be very sincere and very honest with ourselves, and very practical, very honest, and God will bless us immensely in and with His mercy. So there you go, prayer and action, and basically a balanced life. And I suppose that's the importance as well of having things like spiritual direction, and again reading the lives of saints and stuff, because the more we have that, the more we can learn what areas of our lives might be out of balance, how we can rebalance them, and what we can do. And the Holy Spirit will help us in prayer, but He will also help us through priests and other people with gifts and one another as well as we move forward. So there you go. Have a lovely day and have a very balanced day, and teach others as well to have a balanced day so that we can have the life in abundance, mind, body, spirit that Jesus wants for us, so that people will see our light and they want to know all about Jesus and the great joy it is to know Jesus.